mesdames et messieurs. Je vous dis bonsoir. Merci pour votre contribution. Merci pour votre invitation. Oh, man. James Salinsa DEBBEH is in the building tonight, folks.
Advanced Genifique Face Serum, patented with...
That's right, James Salinsa DEBBEH, folks. I'm telling you, this in the building tonight. You might just want to please tell friends, relatives, and of course, loved ones to log into www.DEBBEHRadioAfrica.com. We've got lots of goodies in store for you tonight. And I know some had the name, some heard people talk about them. But please, do us that favor. Share the video. Invite a few friends. Folks, I want to be very honest with you tonight. I am serious about this. Please share the video. I want to share something with you. I am going through some things. And I want you to please pray for me. I might not be on earth for a long time. I am going through some things. Please pray for me. They're after me. I love what I do. I love the radio. I have passion for what I do. But I'm telling you, people who are close to me want to see me disappear. Please pray for me. When you see me come on here with smile on my face, in a happy mood, it doesn't mean that everything is okay. I am going through a lot of things. Please pray for me. I might not be on here much longer, and I need you to pray for me. I have passion for this. I have passion for what I do. I love the microphone. I love the radio. I love to change the lives of people. A lot of folks don't like it. Folks who are close to me don't like it. They are not happy when they see me happy. They are not happy when they see me smile. This is real talk. I am seeing this now. While I can breathe. Why do you have the chance to see me say this? I am going through some things. It is very tough for me. It's very tough. I have to say this because if I don't say this and you say, where is ASHFORD? Where we don't hear from him anymore? I want you to hear this from me firsthand. The things I'm going through, you don't know. The fact that I don't say these things to you, it doesn't mean that it's all well and okay. People who are close to you, people who you consider partners, people who you consider best friends, they want to see you die for reasons best known to themselves. I am telling you this tonight. Mark this day. I am going through some things. Please pray for me. Pray for Liberia. Pray for the people of Liberia. Very shortly, I will introduce to you our special guest. Tonight we have James Salinsa DEBBEH. Salinsa wants to be the next representative of District 9, Monserrado County. And as soon as we get signal from James Salinsa DEBBEH, you will hear from him. In the meantime, folks, this is the medicine of the microphone. This is the voice, the golden voice of Liberia, the brother who doesn't eat iron, but he's definitely stronger than a lion. When I am no more, just know that somebody that used to love the microphone was once here. But people who are close to me don't want to see me here anymore. They're after me. When I tell you, my entire broadcast studio was emptied for reason best known to some people. They emptied my entire studio because of me being farsighted. I got a little bit of equipment that I'm dealing with now. I am not 100% when it comes to my broadcast studio. Folks who are close to me know what I'm talking about. But because of my passion for radio, my passion for the microphone, I am still here. It is very tough. I'm in a serious fight. Thank you, Liberia. Thank you, Diaspora. Welcome to ASHFORD GARLEY Live. Let's have fun. And as soon as I get signal from James Salinsa DEBBEH, you will hear him. That now you know, man. Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Ladies and gentlemen, just like that, I'm telling you, once again, we'd like to say a big welcome to you. This is British Radio Africa. And tonight, folks, please share the video. We have the most celebrated soccer star ever in the history of Liberia. James Salinsa DEBBEH is in the building tonight. Salinsa, hello and welcome to the show, my brother.
How are you, my brother? How's everything?
God is good, man. And again, too blessed to be stressed, my man. As the tradition, you know, as
God has been gracious, my brother.
Yeah, it's Salinsa. You know, let me publicly acknowledge what you've done. Not only for me, for a lot of folks, people that don't even know you. They don't know what you've done for Liberians in Liberia.
Okay.
Growing up, you were this guy that would stand at the ATS, and growing up in Jalatan, I would come to the entrance of the ATS, and I would just stand in front of you, and you would say, "Listen, he's my younger brother," and I would go in and around VIP and watch the game for free. People don't even know where we come from, you know. And Salinsa,
in retrospection, we go all the way back.
Yeah, and Salinsa, I just want to take this time to say thank you for what you've done, not only for me,
thank you so much.
For our brothers and sisters in Liberia. But welcome to the show. I will give you 1 minute to give us your opening statement, Salinsa.
Okay, well, a word of introduction. I'm James Salinsa DEBBEH. Well, let me give you a little profile of myself. I would say I grew up in a humble household. I was born in Fairmont, Gibson Avenue, 21st Street, District 9. Both my parents hail from Grand Bassa and Riverside County, respectively. So obviously, I'm of the Bassa extraction. There's no doubt. Well, I grew up with 6 siblings, 2 girls and 4 boys. Yes.
Okay, folks, that's the voice of James Salinsa DEBBEH, our special guest. Now, Salinsa, I want to begin by saying thank you again for your many contributions to our country. Now, as a young man, you probably represented our country at home and abroad on the national team. You went on to serve as head coach of the Lone Star of Liberia and also served as a member of the board of directors at the Liberia Maritime Authority. Share that story with us.
I became coach briefly, and after I retired, I was appointed as a director on the Maritime Board of Directors. Yes, that's the story.
Okay, now, what is James Salinsa DEBBEH background or upbringing, and what was the neighborhood and community like?
Yeah. Well, my upbringing was humble, as I said previously. Now, when I was born in Fairmont, Gibson Avenue, 21st Street, in District 9, both my parents hail from Grand Bassa and Riverside County, respectively. So obviously, I'm of the Bassa extraction. Yeah, I grew up with 6 siblings, 2 girls and 4 boys. Very, very humble background.
Now, Mr. DEBBEH, you have declared your intention to run for office to become the next representative of District 9, Montserrat County. Why District 9 and why at this time?
Well, District 9 is my place of birth to start with. It's where I was born, raised, before my subsequent departure to Europe. Over the years, I have been involved. Well, people ask the question, why now? It's not now. It's something it's a continuation of what I started in the past, when I was playing, and even up to now. I have been involved in human resource development in my district. I have financially supported a few sons and daughters of District 9 in their educational sojourn, and a lot of people can attest to that. I have a scholarship scheme in one of the local high school, or to be exact, St. Mark, and I assisted 21 students in obtaining their high school education. And to even further that, my benevolence have gone beyond District 9. I'm on record. I'm telling you this, I'm on record as one of the first Liberians to have financed a group of young people, to be exact 28, from the former mark professional of Liberia. I facilitated a training to Bordeaux, France. They could have gone to Bordeaux, France. Invested $18,000 of my own money. Few other players that could have benefited later on went on to become superstars, even of the national team, the likes of Jimmy Dixon and Dogo Wisse. This is just to tell you that I have been in the vanguard of youth development for some time. It's something I just started. I have been involved in it. And I chose District 9 because it's where I was born.
Again, folks, if you're just joining us tonight, we have with us as our special guest, Mr. James SALINSA DEBBEH, and he wants to be the next senator, not senator, the next representative of District 9, Montserrat County. What, DEBBEH, which party are you a member of or affiliated with, or are you running as an independent?
Well, I have always been a component of the Liberty Party. And Liberty Party is obviously a part of the CPP. But I can tell you this, my support cut across political affiliation. And, I have been doing consultation with some members of the CPP and as well as my team. But the best mechanism will be put into place for my participation.
And folks, there you have it. So it means you are going as an independent. Is that correct?
When I say I'm from the Liberty Party, and obviously, but I'm doing constitution.
Okay.
Constitution is on the way. Yeah.
Okay.
Constitution is on the way.
Now, SALINSA, why should the people of District 9 vote for you? Please let us know.
Yeah, but ASHFORD to be precise, I have a track record of consistency in my political sojourn. That is no doubt, no secret about it. I have been very, very, very consistent since my inception into politics. And if elected as a legislator, I will seek for the auditing of the national legislature to be audited. Yes, because I wanted to be audited. That's one of the primary reasons to be audited, because they have not been audited since 2006. And I believe as the first branch of government, they should take the lead in the fight against corruption. They should exercise the stewardship of the Constitution.
Okay. Again, folks, at the top of the hour, we're going to open up the telephone line where you can call in to ask Mr. DEBBEH any question of your choice. But Mr. James SALINSA DEBBEH,
yes,
please
sir.
tell us, what was your relationship with the late Mona Pennon Youngblood and your relationship with her late father, your former coach, Walter Pennon?
Yeah. Mona Pennon, relationship we had with Cordia was very warm. I mean, she's somebody I embraced and somebody that I looked at as a little sister. We had a very, very good relationship. And talking about her father, obviously her father was my coach. And the relationship was good, because basically he taught me everything I knew about the game in Liberia. So the relationship was solid. It was very solid, yeah.
Wow. I know over the last a few days or a week, we laid to rest Mona Youngblood, and people were asking, asking about your intention to run. But one of the things that you said that really caught my attention was, you know what? I want to see my younger sister go home in peace. Right now, it's not the time to make a decision whether or not I should run. What was going through your mind then, DEBBEH?
Yeah, I should have come out, make the declaration before the burial, boy. It would have been people who had said, people are going to think I was very insensitive. So I waited until after the funeral, just to give her that respect to her.
Now, Mr. DEBBEH, please tell us the status of your relationship with your former teammate, your first cousin, and now president of Liberia, George Manaware.
Well, our relationship has changed over the years. Maybe because, I don't know, perhaps because I'm not a part of CDC, I would say. But, it is what it is. Politics as usual. We are not that close like we used to be. I'll be very, very, very precise.
Why aren't you close? Because back then growing up, we heard We are opening, Salinsa closes, Salinsa opening, we are closing. You guys were inseparable. You were the darling boys of Liberia. Now that he's the president, and you were very close, besides you being teammates, you are relatives. Why aren't you close?
Exactly. I think it has to do with our diverse political affiliation. I think, for me personally, as an individual, I don't have any problem. His Excellency George Weah is the president of the Republic of Liberia. He should be the one to initiate reconciliation, if that's possible. And I've told his friends, a couple of his friends, or was it 2 weeks ago, that he should be very mindful of the people within his circle of influence, because they are the ones who creating the problem.
Now, please tell us, bring us up to speed. How often do you speak with a person, your teammate? When was the last time you people had a conversation? And since he became president, how many times have you people interacted?
I know you won't believe this, but 2 times only.
Two times.
2 times.
You wouldn't met President Weah 2 times since he became president, Salinsa?
2 times. 2 times I came that close to him. 2 times.
Tell us the 2 times, please.
The first time was his retirement jersey, retirement jersey game. I received a call from Zoga Wilson, the Minister of Youth and Sports. And Zoga said, well, the president said the only person he wants to play with is you, so you should come to the game. I said, okay. And I went to the game. And we had a chit-chat during the course of the game, and that was the only time we talked, because after the game, I never had that possibility. He left after the game. And the second time was at the LFA award night, when he embraced me on stage, and, that was it. 2 times only. 2 times.
This is your friend. Besides being your friend, he's your relative. I mean, what would it take to pick up the phone and call the president, your former teammate, and your cousin to say, "Hi, Mr. President, how you doing? This is Salinsa. Just call to say hi." What would that take off for you to do that?
My brother, believe me, I've done that on numerous occasions. But possibility to get him out to no avail. I tried on numerous occasions. Even I went as far as text messages, no response. So, I think it is what it is.
Now, do you think that based on your decision not to support him during the second term of Ellen has something to do with this?
I don't know. Probably. I don't know.
But at the end of the day, when people say let back on be back on, we're brothers and sisters, we are friends and we're former teammates, because you need Josh, we are needs you. Now you are the most celebrated, man. Come on, I think we should put politics aside,
But ASHFORD, I don't have a problem. I have no qualms with him. Sincerely speaking, I don't have a problem. As I said previously, on numerous occasions, I try to get in contact, but to no avail. To no avail.
Wow. And folks, if you just joining us,
can you imagine he been in the office almost 3 years now? I've seen him. I've spoken to him in person 2 times on it.
Wow.
Yeah, but I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter at all, because a lot of people, even some politicians, wanted to use me as tools.
But you're saying you're not bitter.
Yeah.
What does it make you feel sometimes? This is somebody you're very close to.
I know, but what can I do? That's it. I'm not bitter. I'm not one of those people that will go on national radio and try to chastise him or say derogatory things about him. I've been completely passive. A recluse, a complete recluse. Look, those things don't bother me. Look, let me give you an example. When the George Weah came into power, the CDC-led government came into power, I was replaced as the head coach of the national team, and not only that, I was also removed as a director from the board of directors of the Maritime Authority. Yeah.
Now, you were the head coach of the
Yep.
Liberia national team. You were also on the board of the Liberia Maritime, and subsequently,
Yes.
when President Weah
appointed. I was appointed as the director on the board of directors of the Liberia Maritime Authority by Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. But when the Weah-led government came into power, I was removed.
So will you then say it was some type of witch hunt because you didn't support him during the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf administration? Do you think is that what it was?
Well, I don't know. I don't know how to explain that. Probably.
Wow. Now, Mr. DEBBEH, let us talk about Liberia's economy for a minute. What do you make of the economy right now in Liberia?
Well, look, the government need to do more. I mean, for the fight against corruption. For example, I'll give you a typical example. Let's take a look at the LACC. The LACC boss, an individual that is at the helm of a prestigious and integrity-based institution, who has a dark cloud hanging over his shoulder. That man should be replaced. The president will be doing himself more good than harm by relieving him of his position. This man has been investigated and has been found guilty of corruption, but he's still on the job.
I mean, you're talking about Juan Abuduke, the gentleman who is from Nigeria, who has been proven that he's not a Liberian,
Yes.
he's a Nigerian, and he still enjoys the comfort of the president by being the head of the LACC.
Yeah. And that is a integrity-based institution, the LACC. So imagine that. But the government has to do more on the fight against corruption. Seriously.
But again, this is a brother that you've known for many years, if not decades. I mean, some of the decisions he made back then, of which the Liberia national team became victorious, is because of his decision. But why is he not making this type of decision? As to say, you know what, this person is not a Liberian, he's from Nigeria, and he occupies a very strategic position. That does not mean well for the people of Liberia. Why is he still there? I mean, what is going on, DEBBEH?
I don't know. I can't tell you that, my brother. It's just, yeah. I'm not. I'm no longer in the tick of government, so I can't tell you what it is.
Now let us talk.
I'm a private citizen. Yeah, minding my business.
Let us talk about education. The late Samuel Doe was very stunned on education, and he loved the Liberian national team. At the same time, he was already in when it came to education at the time. Washington Blair used to leave from Cottonton to come down to play for Lone Star and Madu Barrow and you.
Yeah, but ASHFORD, the war destroyed basically every fabric of our society, and education included. Even we look at our health delivery system, it's very, very poor. And we're not even following the example of our brothers and sisters in the sub-region. Those are people who are investing 10 to 12% of their GDP on education, while we investing 4 to 5%. That alone will tell you the story. We have a massive brain drain in this country, my brother. A massive brain drain. We're in trouble, seriously. The government has to do a lot.
Wow. Again, folks, very shortly you will have the opportunity to interact with James SALINSA DEBBEH. Now, DEBBEH, let us talk about something you touched on just a few seconds ago, healthcare. Give us your sense of understanding about the healthcare system in Liberia.
It's bad. There's not even adequate medicine at the hospital. The doctors, the health workers are unpaid. I mean, it's pathetic. It's pathetic here. In a real deplorable conditions. You go to the hospitals, you have to wait online for a couple of hours. Or even it's to even see a doctor. It's pathetic. It is.
Now, I know you also talk about massive corruption. Now, Salinsa, you live on British Radio Africa. There are a lot of folks listening to you right now. How is the CDC government doing on the issues of governance and corruption?
ASHFORD is evident. A lot of people see what's going on, but it is left with the government to take a stand on the fight against corruption and make sure that even our income generated as well as donor support is used wisely for the benefit of the Liberian people. Yeah, if these key and primary issues are not tackled, and the right thing put into place, I can tell you that, I don't want to say this, but it's hard. The re-election of the CDC-led government is far-fetched. If these necessities are not put into place, if these basic necessities are not put into place.
Now, people are just in line. They are so impressed about your utterances about the person James Salinsa DEBBEH was on the football field, and now that you are going into politics, they also want to hear from you. Now, Salinsa, do you have faith that President George Weah can change things around before 2023? If yes, why? And if no, why not?
Yeah, but a few of the ills that I did mention earlier, if he can correct those things, well, he left with the voters. If he can correct those things, perhaps things could turn around.
Now, give us some of the highlights, some things that you remember during your day, during your prime time. I know you remember specifically some games that you play, and some of the games that will never go away in terms of your memory, Salinsa. I want you to please bring us up to speed, and if so, how many of the games that you still remember up to date?
So many games, but I will narrow it down to scopes. Let me see. I'll give you two gratifying highlights. Two gratifying highlights. Okay. The game against the Black Stars in Ghana. The one we won 3-1. That will go down in history as one of the best games we ever played. One of the best games we ever played. We went to Ghana. We was labeled as the underdog. All the journalists, all the interviews, all the tabloids, everywhere it was, Liberia would be defeated 5-0, 4-0. We were the underdog. And we came out with the win, and we pulled out in Ghana. It's unprecedented. It has never happened in Ghana before. 3-1. That was the zenith. That was the ultimate peak. Yeah, that was one of my best game of all time with the national team. The 3-1 win against Ghana in Accra Sports Stadium.
Why is that game one of your favorites? Why is that your all-time? Why?
Why? Because for what I just said, went there as the underdog, and Ghana came with the best team ever. The likes of Sam Kufuor, Bayern Munich, Steven Appiah, Juventus, Ado, Borussia Dortmund. They had their best. Sam Johnson, Anderlecht. They had their best. That was their best team.
But Salinsa, what was the motivation? Because these guys were already playing professional, and I believe it was just you, George Weah, and one or two other people.
Yeah.
Where did the motivation come from for you to feel so confident that you are going to defeat these guys?
Man, we felt superior. We felt superior. We have few of the players that was on the Ghanaian roster. They were players that we have played against. George has just previously played against Bayern Munich, and he scored one of the best goals ever of his career against Bayern Munich, Paris Saint-Germain, and Bayern Munich. And he played against Kufuor. And he had Kufuor, they had Sam Johnson. Sam Johnson was somebody I knew because we both played for the same team, Royal Sporting Club of Anderlecht. in Belgium. So I mean, when I saw Sam Johnson, I said, well, you know, I mean, I got motivated because I know him. I know his style of play. He was my teammate for a year. I mean, the motivation was there. We were determined.
Now, besides the motivation, you had a leader. George Weah this time was the leader. Why was the conversation? What was George Weah telling you guys? And why were some of the things that he said to you people that gave you guys confidence that you're going to win?
And one of the motivating factor before the game, you know, when we came for the Lamar, they had 2 teams on the line. So we saw that few of the local players we had on the team were intimidated when they saw Kufuor, the likes of Kufuor, Sam Johnson, CK Okono, and all these guys. They felt intimidated. So George came to me and said, look, he said, Jimmy, I got to motivate, I got to post healing the people. I said, well, how you do it? He said, okay, I'll come in. He went in the bathroom and he came back before the inspection and he started warming up. You know, he started warming up. And Kufuor came before the inspection. He came, you're telling everybody, Jimmy, you know the man, you know Kufuor? The man, Jordan, man, Paris Saint-Germain, Bayern Munich, the man are PC. And he started knocking Kufuor. And the referee said, oh, George, he said, no, the man are PC. Begin the man are PC. And you know, he started jumping.
So you're trying to break down this guy's spirit, like he's a PC, he doesn't mean anything, he's nothing.
Yeah, he started jumping all around the place. So I was just looking at him. So after the inspection, I called him on the side. I said, but Skidoo, what's that? What are you doing? He said, but Jimmy, you know I got to motivate him, man. I got to pull in Zico, man.
Wow.
It was crazy. Oh, yeah. I mean, it was motivating. I gave us the zeal.
Wow. Okay.
And one of you want to know one of my most memorable games?
Go ahead.
A lot of the IE fans when I want to hear this.
Go ahead. We're listening to you.
It was the game. It was the I think it was the Hapo Jerusalem tournament when we beat IE 3-2.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I want to hear that.
First half.
I want to hear that, Salinsa.
The first half, we were down 2-0.
Mm-hmm.
2-0. Imagine with 32,000 people. The stadium was over capacity. People standing all on the turf. Imagine it. People jubilating, yelling 2-0. All the IE fans went in a frenzy. Everybody, the game, Barrow, nothing. So we went in the dressing room, and I told him, I said, look, we're going to win this game. And the coach, Josiah Johnson King, said, IE took 45 minutes to score 2 goals. And we can take the second 45 minutes to score 3 goals. Everybody, whatever, man, you know. But I kept telling her, I said, we can make it. So we came back after the first half. The first 7 minutes of the game were awarded a penalty.
Wow.
Yeah, William Gray scored the penalty. Yeah, William Gray scored the penalty.
That man can never miss a penalty. Hey, William Gray.
No. William Gray was, I don't know, I don't even know how to describe it. The best penalty kicker I ever saw. William Gray scored the penalty. And after the penalty, the motivation started coming back. We said, oh man, you know, at least we can pull a draw. So we kept fighting. I think I can remember it was 78 or 79 minutes of the game. We had equalizer through Lucky Shango, Dominic Brappo.
Wow. And
the field went wow. The Barrow people were screaming all over the place. Screaming. And fortunately for us, I mean, I don't even know whether it was preparation or it was luck. I would tell people I was lucky. And they say, oh no, man, you know, the 89 minutes of the game, I scored a winner.
What?
I scored the 3rd goal, 1 minute to the end of the game. 1 minute to the end of the game. We beat IE 3-1 again, 3-2, and we won the tournament. That was one of the memorable games I will ever remember. Yeah. Wow. I know the IE fans are feeling.
There was this guy, you know, speaking of District 9, people are saying, why does Salinsa know about District 9? And you keep telling people District 9 is your turf. There's a guy called Cromwell Bedell. He used to be a photographer with ELBC. And this guy used to really like your business. And growing up, I used to go and stand in front at the ATS. When I saw Salinsa coming, you come and say, my man, about them from Jonathan, they used to come in big ball. Because of the scene, the community, and you just put me in. But tell us your relationship with Cromwell Bedell and District 9, Salinsa.
Oh my God, I just can't describe the relationship. It was like a father and son relationship. Cromwell Bedell was my mentor. My first pair of boots, he bought him. He actually, to be honest and sincere, he was the one that put me into football.
Wow.
Yeah, he the one that really motivated me with his barrel thing. Because I was small, I used to go on the field, watch the likes of Kofi Bruce. You know, I used to live right Football Factory, right behind where Barrow used to practice. So we used to go, pass through the slums and go watch Mother Barrow practice. Kofi Bruce, Prosper Tendi, Dan Collecte. I mean, all these guys, Teofilo Swansea. And I was like, wow. And, see the guy. I mean, Cromwell Bedell was my mentor. He basically gave me everything I needed in terms of equipment.
Wow.
I can never forget Cromwell Bedell. May his soul rest in peace. He brought me into the game. He actually brought me to the fore.
Wow.
He was like a father figure. He was like a father figure.
Now, what do you... Go ahead.
It was because of Cromwell Bedell I even stayed with Mother Barrow.
Wow.
Because I can remember one night we played IE. And back in the day, the game has evolved so much. Back in the days, people used to just make registration. Okay, we're playing IE, it was 0-0. And Prosper Tenny had just arrived. Prosper Tenny came walking. He was arrived in the rally time market, all the Barrow people, Sonny Wayne, a whole bunch of Barrow people, everybody, Prosper Tenny, Barrow Savior is here. And Prosper came. I was in Jersey. I was like, I don't know, I was like 16, 17, yes. And when he came, we already have 16 players already in Jersey. 18 players in Jersey. And Josiah Johnson was the coach. So when Prosper Tenny came, they started looking at him, we're going to take Jersey for the good of Prosper Tenny. Josiah looked at me for long. They said, Salisa, begin, come here. Took out our Jersey there. Your time will come. Don't rush your team here.
Wow.
And who am I to argue? Prosper Tenny was the most prolific goal scorer at the time. I'm not going to argue with Prosper Tenny. Prosper Tenny will score. When the people need a goal, he will score. And Prosper Tenny came in again, and we won the game. We won the game.
Wow.
And that was a big show because after, I was chastised by even the IE supporters. I can remember the Tony and Clay, Kadiatu Dara. After the game, they passed around. We told you, Pikin. We told you not to play for the Barrow team. That a country team that disgrace people. You swear to get you to the other feet.
Well,
I was still not deterred, because I was determined.
Well, Salinsa Alexander too is watching and listening to you from the Netherlands. He's watching right now. And just so you know, a surprise, Mr. Melvin DeShield. He sponsored the program tonight. He said to me, he said, ASHFORD, we're going to pay for your time. So the 2 hours that you're on here tonight is sponsored by Mr. Melvin DeShield. I don't know if you know Melvin DeShield. I don't know your relationship with this guy, but he's sponsoring the show tonight.
Melvin, my profound gratitude, my man. Thank you so much. Melvin is a brother, yeah.
Wow.
Melvin and I go all the way back, all the way back. We'll throw back, all the way back.
Now, Salinsa, you were heard on one of the local radio stations saying that you are 110% sure that you are going to be the next representative of District 9. Tell us, why are you so confident that you are going to win?
I'm very optimistic. I've been getting overwhelming support. People calling my house on a regular basis. Overwhelming support. That's why I told you this from the beginning, that my support base it go far beyond political affiliation. You know, it go far, far beyond political seditions.
Before you continue, Salinsa, before you continue, your younger brother, Henry P. Costa, say I should tell you that he's listening to you and he's enjoying you right now.
Tell Hank I say hi. Tell him, man, I texted the other day, he didn't respond, but I knew happy birthday. And but happy belated birthday, man. Happy belated birthday, Hank.
Okay, go back to why you think you are going to be the next representative of District 9.
I'm optimistic. I'm very optimistic. As I said, consultation is going on, and I'll get overwhelming support from both across party line, not only members of the CCP, but sedition as well. You know.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm 110% optimistic.
Now, again, you have this CPP. There's a young kid, as a young gentleman, Fubu Hendricks. Are you worried about him? I mean, he.
Oh no, not at all, not at all.
Why
Fubi
not? Why not?
Fubi ran. He ran before in the district, and he was defeated. I mean, it's come down to the voters. It come down to the voters.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, you got a lot of fans here. You know Samuel Jackson, the man said, tell my cousin I love him, and he's my heart.
That's my cousin, yeah. So you see my support bids all over the place, right?
Now, Salinsa, what keeps you going, my man? I know, you know,
in the midst of all these things.
That's all right, yeah.
Happening here. You know, I'm level-headed. I've been very steadfast and resolute in terms of what I want to do, in terms of where I want to be. So these petty things don't move me, you know. They don't move me, you know. They don't move me. Wow. With all the things that have been going on, you know, people ask me and say, "Oh, how do you handle this thing?" I mean, yeah, they remove you as coach. You are even replaced, you know, at the Maritime Board directors. And I would even they went as far as incriminating me in a $400,000 theft. $400,000 theft. Can you imagine that? And my records are there.
This is news to me.
Yes. Oh yeah, it was all the news.
Tell us more. Tell us more so we can know. What was it about?
They said embezzle $400,000. Me along with the commissioner. And even how is that possible? Our mayor board member, I was not involved in any financial transaction. Wow. You know, yeah, they incriminated me, but they got yet to prove that. They have yet to prove that. There's no authentication in it. They're just fabrication.
But what was that about, Salinsa? Why you think they want to do that?
Probably witch hunting. You know, but yeah. I don't know.
Salinsa, I want you to please tell us this. Samuel Canyon Doe, was the guy.
Yeah,
he was the guy that was there for all of you people.
Exactly.
Today, Nancy Doe, the former first lady, is crying out, and she can't get help. What is going on? Tell us about your relationship, the relationship with you, your first cousin George Weah with Samuel Doe back then. And when you played for the Liberian national team, what type of leader Samuel Doe was when it came to the Lone Star of Liberia?
The man was very passionate when it comes to football. Yeah, he was very, very, very passionate. Let me just give you a few scopes into the relationship we have with him. I can remember the first time he invited George Weah and I to the executive mansion. It was a game against the Black Star. The game we hear, open it, SALINSA close it. Yeah, that game. We Colonel Glade came for us. We were on camp. Came for us that morning around 10 o'clock. Yeah, say, well, the president wants to see you. The president, I said, okay, we got in the car, we went to the executive mansion. And one on the 4th floor, we met the president. He said, you know, you're there talking, I think we can win this game. I said, yeah, Chief, we can win the game. Are you sure? I said, all right, Chief, we can win the game. He said, okay, but I will be on the field. Who you win the game? I said, yeah, Chief. And then he called Colonel Glade. He said, get it bought in breakfast, let me go eat something. Ashford, that's my first time seeing $2,000.
U.S.
United States, U.S.
Wow.
2,000 United States dollar. And we were stunned. George and I, you know, two little boys, $2,000 back then. It's a big deal. $2,000? Are you kidding me? I wanted to camp. I couldn't even sleep. I had that money under my pillow.
All the chemo they ain't lying.
Nah, $2,000. Can you imagine? 2,000 United States dollars.
What?
I mean, oh yeah. I mean, he had passion for the game. He has passion for the game. He did a lot for us, you know. He is on record as the first president that took the first group of players, the first crop of young players to Brazil from. You know, went to Brazil for 6 months.
You still in Brazil for 6 months?
Yes.
Who sponsored that trip? The government of Liberia?
The government.
Oh, wow.
The government sponsored that. Yeah. But I didn't go on that trip because I was graduating from high school then. So I didn't go on that trip. Yeah. But the team went to Brazil for 6 months. 6 months.
Wow.
That's where, you know, that's where the people say, oh, well, today they say the best national team on record is the George We Are 11 team. As they say, the George We Are 11. Because the formation of that structure, of that organization started in the 80s.
Wow.
Yes, 28, I think it was 30, 28 or 30. Young players went to Brazil for training. Came back after the 6 months. How we started training together and we metamorphosed into something else. You see, the beginning of the formation of that George We Are 11 started in the 80s.
Wow. What?
Yeah.
Salinsa, we have the 15 political subdivisions.
Yeah.
And how do we begin recruiting players
Exactly,
in terms of making it to the international scene? Do we just focus on Monserrato, or do we just focus
on that? Ashford, I even wrote a proposal on that. We are in serious trouble. If we are to be competitive for the next decade, the preparation should start now. It should start now. We need to scout and scouting players. You see, the scouting of players have been confined to Montserrat County only, and that is wrong. We have to tackle the 15 political subdivisions. That's why you think the national team back in the 80s was so successful. Because look at the likes of Ezekiel. Ezekiel came from Maryland County. Francis Mayango Jala came from Margibi County. Alexander Teo, the same Margibi. We have to decentralize the program. We do not have a youth development. We do not have a comprehensive youth development program. You see, we made a mistake here. Even the former players too. We failed to lay the premise for succeeding generation to work with. We did not. We were fortunate. Those sent us to Brazil for 6 months. But listen now, look at what is important. We came from Brazil. Our first qualification for AFCON, the African Cup of Nations, was what? 1996. Imagine that. 1986 to 1996. 10 years. And our second qualification came 2002. You see that? 2002. So basically it's 16 years of cohesion. 16 years. To build a team, my brother, is not an easy task. It's preparation. It will take time. At present, we don't have a national team. We don't have quality. There's no quality. Now, not one of your national team players now playing in mainland Europe. Who can you look up to? Who can you look up to? No player in France. No player in Germany. None of the players in La Liga. None of the players in the British Premiership. Where most of our players are found in Asia and other places. And there's a vast difference between somebody who is playing in Asia and somebody who is playing in Europe. You see? And the mistake we're making, we are lost on a lot of players. We lost out. Look at Alphonso Davies of Bayern Munich. Look at Alphonso Davies. We have acquired his service. Alphonso Davies, Bayern Munich. Iñaki Williams, Atlético Bilbao. Even George Weah Jr., who is playing for Lille. Joe Namwe Jr. I mean, not George Weah Jr., but Timothy Weah. Joe Namwe Jr., who is presently playing for the U.S. national team. Imagine if we had acquired the services of those players. We'll be somewhere else. But no program, my brother asked for no program. So we're still lagging behind, no program.
How do we remember the people who were there before you people, like the Benedict, we said the Mama Musa. I remember. Look, listen, I used to go to the ATS, and when Salinsa is on that ball at the touch line, the ball will never go off track. You will guard that ball, even if they bring 4 or 5 men, you will guard it, and you will eventually convert that play into a goal.
Exactly.
How do we remember previous leader that is Joker then?
Yes.
Joker suffering today.
Yeah, let me tell you something. ASHFORD. People consider us okay. I have been given the alias the most celebrated soccer star. Okay, I granted that. It's me. Perhaps it's because of my goal scoring prowess, but I'm far from being the best player that one of the best players I've ever produced. We have players, that were far better than us. The likes of Abona, Sakwa Myers, Benedict Wisse, Sipley Weir. I mean, brilliant players. Brilliant players. You see, we have players that were far better than us. We were lucky, I would say. Indeed, we had the talent, but we were lucky. But people fail to make mention of these players. And we emulated the guy. We are where we are because of them. You know, so I always respect them and give them the props. We have to respect the people. Sakwa Nyansio, Benedict Wisse. You didn't see Benedict Wisse. Benedict Wisse. Simply we are. But now, I mean, those guys were brilliant. I mean, brilliant.
Wow.
We don't have no records. No records. Somebody even asked me, Salinsa, you know Money Boto existed? I even argue about that. So I said, nah, Money Boto didn't exist. Until I saw the picture. I saw a photo of Money Boto. Yeah. We got a long way to go, my brother. We got a long way to go. And they bring in foreign coaches and paying them $15,000. You bring a foreign coach, you pay him $15,000, and he have yet to win a game. I'm not boasting. I was the only Liberian coach to ever accumulate 15 points. Even the white man you bring in, you pay him $15,000. I was not even making half of that. I was being paid $2,500 as a head coach of the national team. And I accumulated 10 points. $2,500. I was replaced by Thomas Kojo. Good. It's great because I respect Thomas Kojo. He was my deputy coach. He's someone I have great admiration for. Thomas Kojo was doing well. You replaced him. You brought in a white coach. You gave him $15,000. And I may have yet to win a game. Foreign coaches, hiring foreign coaches is not the solution to our problem, my brother. We're making too many mistakes here. Too many mistakes. We've got a long way to go, ASHFORD. We got a long way to go.
Now, folks, if you just joining us, we want to open up the telephone line now. The number to call is 313-408-8396. 313-408-8396. Question for James Salinsa DEBBEH. The telephone line is now open. You can begin calling. Again, the telephone number to call is 313-408-8396. That's the telephone number to call. I didn't say call the other number. Again, you have to pay attention. Okay, the telephone number to call is 313-408-8396. You are calling the other number, and it so happened that we have Salinsa on the other number. I see George Lobo and the likes of others. The number to call, I'm going to read the number again. 313-408-8396. That's the telephone number to call. Okay, and just like that, we have the area code is 609. Tell us your name. Hello.
James, I'm calling from New Jersey.
Okay, again, tell us your name and where do you join us from? Hold on, brother.
Hello, Mr.
Hold on 1 minute.
Okay.
Salinsa, the lines are buzzing. I'm telling you, man. You know, everybody wants to get a piece of you right now. So
hello, ASHFORD, and hello, James Salinsa.
Hello.
This is. Can you hear me?
Hello, Mr. DEBBEH.
Okay, hold on, gentlemen, and ladies. I know you all want to get a piece of Peace, Adiba. Okay, listen. Okay, let's do this. 609 0451. Tell us your name.
My name is James. James Cookway. I'm calling from New Jersey. Good evening, sir.
Okay, good evening. Welcome to the show. Tell us, go ahead, ask your question. You have 2 minutes.
Thank you. Thank you so very much for this program. And I want to say thank you very much to the to our incoming representatives for taking this time. Mr. SALINSA DEBBEH, I'm happy to hear you since very long time. But this is my question for you, please. Number one is that we have got to realize through Mr. Josh Weir that giving power to our celebrities does not do well for us. What will be your changes? How do we trust you? That's number one.
Giving power to celebrity. Now, Mr. DEBBEH, I want you to please hold on. My brother, hold on. My brother, hold on. Yeah, let's take it easy. Now, Mr. DEBBEH, I want you to please grab a notepad because I want to take these questions in sequence, and we'll come for you to answer. The gentleman is saying that I see the first question is electing celebrity has not always done well for Liberia. That was the first question, and we'll take the last question. Go ahead, sir.
Okay, thank you. The second question is, Mr. DEBBEH, as we realize in this government, the moment you begin to go against them, in politics, you are being counted for. How secure are you? How protected are you in Liberia, especially in Monrovia, since you have tried to go against the CDC? Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. And we also have, let's see, the last 4 digits of your number. 96. Hold on. 4400. Tell us your name, please.
Yeah, hi, Arthur, and this is Munel Kishan, aka the General, and James DEBBEH. This is Munibo. How you come here, man? I want to say thank you and thanks to
you, Arthur. How you doing, my brother?
Keep it on, and it's overdue, James. You are a sincere man. Listen, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to know if the man is honest or not. We are looking for honest representatives. We are looking for honest officials. From 2005, when you got involved and started speaking, you got into politics, you've been a consistent person. I think this is the time. It's been overdue, and you always speak your mind. Yes, I'm an invisible level man. You know that, and you are a barrel. But when it comes to politics, it's not friendship. It's not nothing. But I just want to encourage you because I follow you, and you've been very consistent. So there is nothing. I have no question for you. It is time. It's overdue. Go for it, and I give you my blessing.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Okay, we have 7611. Please tell us your name.
Yeah, my name is Edwin.
Welcome to the show.
And hello, Mr. DEBBEH.
Yes, sir.
I've been listening to the program, and I wanted to find out if you could tell us more about what you intend to do for District 9, what plans you have for the district. Also, whether you also have further political ambitions that stretch beyond the legislature and stuff.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Again, we will take this last 3 callers and then go back to Mr. DEBBEH. We have George on the line. Hello, George.
Oh, hello, Mr. Garley, and hello to our former Lone Star player, Mr.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Country, your contribution is now history. We appreciate your days. SALINSA, real quick here. You began the conversation and spoke about the performance of the game in Accra as one of those games that you'll forever remember. Given the fact that the squad that you guys beat in Ghana, and can you please tell the Liberian people what is their understanding? What transpired when we lost to the Black Star in Monrovia 2-1?
Okay. Okay.
Said you spoke lengthily about your relationship with President Doe. Do you feel put in place so that former presidents' wives or children don't have to be humiliated to get their entitlement because of the service of their parents? And what would be your recommendation to President Weah as a cousin of yours to that of Nancy Doe, given how she's been treated? Those are my questions. Best of luck. We are in the CPB. We'll be listening to more of what you have to do. Then maybe we'll make that decision when the time is right. But thank you. That's my question.
Thank you.
Desperado, Desmond Johnson is on the line. Hello, Desmond.
Hey, how you doing, Ashford?
Good. DEBBEH is listening to you.
Jimmy.
Hello, SALINSA is listening to you, Desmond.
Jimmy, I'm glad that you was given this opportunity to express your view and the intention of running for district now. As you know, I'm part of the US-based organization that is rallying around you, and we are here to support your move. As you all know, in politics, timing is very important. You and gathering or mustering the courage to contest that number 9 district is no mistake. It's all about time. You are a son of that particular constituency, and I believe you the right man for that district based on your track record.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Where we're from. Love you, brother.
Thank you, man.
Thank you. That was Desmond Johnson. Margaret Dawson, hello. Welcome to the show.
Hello, how are you?
Good.
Thanks for honoring my call, Ashford.
You're live on the radio, and Mr. DEBBEH is listening to you.
SALINSA, how are you? This is Margaret. I'm not going to introduce myself.
Oh, Margaret.
If you go to your inbox, you're going to see my message there. And my message to those listening, I know SALINSA very well, and I know what he can do, and I know what he would do. If SALINSA is contesting, I'm all for you, boy. I'm all for you. I know what you can do. Just go to your inbox and please answer my request.
Thank you, Margaret. Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
bye.
Okay. We have Mr. Samuel Jackson on the line from Atlanta, Georgia. Mr. Jackson, welcome to the show.
Okay, look, man, thank you very much, cousin. Look, man, Ashford, thank you. This is one of your best shows. This young man, I mean, is such a good man, you know. And you know, when he was speaking about cousin George Weah, you didn't hear any bitterness in his voice. He reached out, you know. I was in Liberia for 5 months to try to see what I could do within my own weak ways, with my little small expertise in economics, to see how we can push our cousin. I continue to pray for George, because if George Weah does well, Liberia does well, you know. Exactly. And I hope and pray. You know, he still has about almost 3 years, you know, to 2023. And I'm hoping and praying that when we Liberians come together, you know, look at the good days you were talking about, the time, you know. I remember when you beat Ghana 3-1. It was doing Taylor Town, but look at the kind of joy. Even though Liberia was not one of the best of circumstances, I remember that day when you came to White Flower for the celebration, you know. Yes, and I wasn't there in the 80s, you know. But I can tell you, man, Liberia is our country, and this country, if we all come together, and I make this public appeal to my cousin George Weah tonight, you know. Whatever I can do consistently, whatever we as Liberian professionals, market women, young boys, economists, lawyers, doctors, engineers, if we all come together, that country there can be a country that we can all be proud of. And you know, DEBBEH, I'm very, very proud of you. I wish you luck, and you know, and I know you will do well. I mean, I love your passion, and I love your commitment to the country. And Ashford, thanks for giving me this opportunity to speak to my cousin. Thank you all very much.
Okay, moon down.
Sam Jackson, moon loud, the way he said. Okay, we have Thomas on the line. Thomas Korea. Hello, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Come to the show today. This is the man Thomas from Arlington, Pennsylvania. I know that somebody was saying just now, was telling me to how come you have played number 10 when you were playing, then you want to run for number 9. but it's kind of hilarious, you know.
He was previously in the
we
district
shouldn't
10,
have
but
confidence
after
in
the
you,
demarcation,
and
they
we know
changed
that
everything around.
you're going to do very well. And for me, been knowing you for several years, and I know what you are capable of doing. But the only thing we have to do now, we have to see how best we organize ourselves. We in the
Oh yeah.
It's not about you right now. It's about everyone. You know, they're making a collective effort to get you on that road. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay,
sir.
Okay.
So much.
We will stop here and allow Debbeh to answer, and then we'll come back. And folks, just so you know, today's program has been brought to you by Mr. Melvin De Shield. Melvin De Shield out of Belgium is the sponsor for the program tonight, and honor Mr. Debbeh, the soon-to-be representative of District 9 Montserrat County, will allow you to answer, to respond to these people. Then we'll go back to the telephone line. Go ahead, James Salinsa, Debbeh.
Yeah. One of the paramount, one of the issue to tackle in our district would be sanitation, because District 9 is basically located in a swamp, in the slums of between Fairmount, Matadi, and it's a swampy place. So basically, it's a slum. Sanitation will be paramount. That would be the first on my agenda. That's the first thing I have to tackle. And the second question was the game that we lost against the Black Star. Why went wrong? There's a whole lot of conspiracy. People saying we sold the game, and I don't think that was the reason. I think what happened, because they even accused, in as much we may differ in terms of a lot of things, but I don't think we have sold the game. I don't think so. The man has won basically all the awards there is to win. Participation of the World Cup has eluded him for years. Why would he want to sell the game? I think the reason why we lost that game was because of complacency. Okay, we beat the best team of the Black Star in Ghana, and they came back not even with the second team; they came with the third team, the team C. So when we have learned that it was all because of complacency. We were too complacent. I think that's why we lost the game. And the third question, if I can remember. Okay, a guy mentioned, we are not good at electing celebrity. He said, my brother, that word celebrity is relative. It depends on the individual. The first and foremost, you don't do due diligence. You got to look at the track records of the person that you're talking about. So I can tell you that I have been tested, and people know what I qualify. Capable of doing. My track record is there. People know who I am. I've been consistent over the years. So people don't change overnight. We are who we are. And, in the process, you could probably adopt some things on the way, but you will filter it out and go back to being who you are. So we don't change easily. So this is me, there always been and always will be. Thank you, sir.
Okay, we're going to go back to the line again, Mr. Debbeh. We have a 678 number. The last 4 digits of your number, 3559. Please tell us your name.
Oh, my name is Isaac. I'm calling from Atlanta, Georgia. Okay.
You're live on the radio, Isaac. Go ahead and ask your question.
To you, ASHFORD, and I also want to say good evening to Mr. James Debbeh. Okay, I want for Debbeh to be very specific. When he was in his prime, what did he do specifically? He said people know his track record. Specifically in the Fairmont area, what did Debbeh do for the community when he was in his prime? Okay, and Debbeh and other players were those people who were saying, look, once you didn't play the game soccer, you shouldn't come and become administrator or president. They needed people who play the game to become administrator or president for the LFA or whatsoever. For me, to be very frank and honest with Debbeh, let Debbeh stay into the game and forget about politics.
Thank you.
Want people who are passionate, want people who are dedicated to what they're going to do. We are seeing what we're getting from George Weah. So let Debbeh stay into soccer.
Thank you.
Better help Liberia than coming into politics. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. Thanks for calling. And we have Miss Hawa Meshkat on the line from Colorado. Hello, Hawa. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Giant. Thanks for taking my call. Good evening, Mr. Debba.
Good
I
evening.
have two questions for you. Number one, as a justice advocate and a victim sister, for a person who is interested in society ills and in politics, I have not heard you speak about issues concerning women and violations against women and children in Liberia. And also, I would like to know, before you talk about some of your country. I can clearly see because I like to see visibility, right? So for me, like I would say, for example, Phoebe Henrys have been a community organizer. Sunday morning, I see him in his community. He's making awareness with his people. He also participated for the protest for the establishment against war and economic crime court in Liberia. What is your stand when it comes to the establishment of war and economic crime courts in Liberia, and also the violations against women and children? Currently, right now with this administration, we have 700 plus rape cases. Why is your voice is not being heard until now? Thank you.
Thank you. That's the voice of Ms. Howard Meshkat from Colorado. We have Mr. Pierre, Jeremy Pierre, former press secretary of Republic of Liberia under the administration of Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. Honorable Pierre, welcome to the show. You live on the radio.
Thank you, ASHFORD the Giant Garley. James Salinsa Deba.
Bloba.
Okay, it's good to hear the voice of the nation's most celebrated soccer star. Look, I have a single concern that I wish you could answer. I have not gotten the background from which you want to take your political adventure. And what I mean by that is whether you are connected to a political institution or you are moving as an independent candidate. I know that from the record for some time you were linked to the Liberty Party. But currently the Liberty Party and 3 other parties are in a collaboration. And therefore, I believe that if they have several persons from out of the constituent parties who are interested in running, there has to be a mechanism through which a single candidate can be chosen, since the position is just one position. So, first of all, I want to know whether you are within the framework of the collaborating political parties, since you were linked with the Liberty Party before, or whether you are moving as an independent candidate. And if you are part of the collaborating political parties, what's going to happen if, for example, a process evolved and you're not chosen? Would that be the end of your ambition or your desire, or will you take a route away from the collaboration if you are not chosen by the collaboration?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, that's Mr. Pierre joining us tonight. And folks, I'm telling you, we want to take 2 more callers, and then we'll go back to James Salinsa Debba. Again, we want to say a big thank you to Mr. Melvin DeShield. He's the sponsor for the program tonight. Melvin, want to say a big thank you for your sponsorship. We have Aliyah on the line. Hello, Aliyah.
Yes, as for the Giant Garley, 2 of my big brothers in studio, James Salinsa Debba, big brother. Bravo. Thank you for all of the contribution in the area of sport. You did make us happy. Remember when I was a small piggy on Paris Street, when I say Debba and open play, I stay on both sides of the pool. They give me orange socks and stuff like that. But yeah, you really made us happy. But I grew up in Fiamma as well. James, as a big bro, I will tell you this before. You grew up in a little Moreau Zing house over there, not too far from Pukufadre.
Yes.
And when you became a superstar, making quite a few million, that Zing house still remained a Zing house. In fact, when you used to go to Fiamma, Debba, we used to try to see you. You would go in the fence, the little white fence right there onto the 1 street near the RPA building, and you would go in that fence and you would lock yourself up. It was not easy to see you. George Weah and other celebrities was easily accessible compared to you. You were not very fan-friendly. And if you couldn't change that Moreau Zing house into a concrete house where you grew up, Brother Debba, what would make us believe that if we vote for you in Fiamma, you can do anything for FEMA if you couldn't do that. There's another controversial question, and you don't have to answer this. Where is your immediate blood cousin? We want to know, I personally want to know, because this thing lingers in the air. Is Wea a crewman or a gillman? Can you, because you know much about him? ASHFORD, thank you so much for hosting me, for having me.
Thank you, Ali. You always ask tough questions. Okay, we have Pastor Sunday on the line. Hello, Pastor.
Hey, how are you doing today, Mr. ASHFORD?
Good. Too blessed to be stretched. As always, God is good.
Yeah, God bless you. God bless you for this show, man. I pray that double increase be on your life. I actually went Monrovia to go see my oldest brother, James, SALINSA, DEBBEH. Most of the time, I try to catch him on every beach, but when I get there, he be gone. I want to encourage you, man. I take up my hat to you for all you guys done for Liberia during those days. We look up to you guys when you used to play soccer. And your legacy, one thing I imagine and I always remember that I try to teach my children is about respect.
Thank you.
And you're a guy that everything I heard and I thought of you is respect. I hear people say a whole lot of things between you and our cousin because we are from Riverside.
Yes,
and there is nothing bitter you ever say. When you begin to tell the story about the game you won, when you say he came in and began to encourage the guys, that excitement I hear in your voice. And with your political feature, I encourage you whatever I can do to move your campaign, whatever forward, I will be there. And also, I will be there to pray for God will to be done. We need giants. We need mighty men who get Liberia a heart. I'm not saying our president doesn't, but in his cycle, the people he had in his cycle, they're tarnishing his reputation.
Thank you.
My prayer is he can wake up early. Thank you very much.
Okay, and lastly, I want to take Mr. Amos George before we go back to Mr. DEBBEH. Amos from Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah. Thank you, Garley. And let me say hi to Mr. SALINSA DEBBEH.
Good.
You did not remember the name?
Yes, sir.
Because I'm now on TV. But James, you and I, we grew up in Fiamma.
Yes, sir.
From Walker #1 school to DEBBEH Gibson before you went to West Heston.
Yes, sir.
The first football team was TCU, Domingo.
Yeah.
Okay. Lutheran, Paul Will, Cattle Vector, you name it.
Yeah.
But let me ask you, James, because you are in the political arena now, and we have to be honest with one another.
Sure.
I want to know one question here. Do you owe the people of Fiamma any apology? That's the first question. And my second question has to do, you have been speaking about youth empowerment. And you have been in some government position to speak. What are some of the programs you initiated in Fiamma to empower the youth of Fiamma?
Great.
And let me just say this, James, when we meet you and myself, our brothers, from Rumofi, you know all the people are naming, you know those people. You know them.
Yes, sir.
Dagadu. You know Dagadu.
Yes, I know Dagadu.
Joe. You know that you know I know you. Your sister Bonnie.
Thank you.
So I know you too good.
Thank you,
We
Amos.
live right in Fiamma, Kamara, John D. Frank, everybody, Omo, Diako, you know all these people. So that to tell you that I know you well. But my question to you, those two questions I asked, can you elaborate on?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Amos. Okay, Mr. DEBBEH, when you answer the rest of the questions, then we'll go back to the line again. I mean, everybody wants to get a piece of you. I'm telling you, we're overwhelmed tonight. The show by far that we've received the most calls than any other show. So go ahead, Mr. DEBBEH.
Yeah, well, one of the callers mentioned Phoebe Henry has been in the district advocating for women, advocating for this. Yeah. What I don't understand is I've been in the position of advocacy all my life. In fact, the program that I initiated, I have a scholarship scheme in St. Mark with 21 students. And 16 of those students are girls. I will benefit youth, gender equality. I believe in gender equality. 16 of the people benefiting from that scholarship are women. So just to let her know that I've been in the vanguard of advocacy for some time. And one of the callers again I mentioned called and said, he said, I was born and raised in Fiamma and I grew up in one Zing house, and up to now the Zing house is still the same. I want to ask him, you see, people don't know people and they make assumptions. They make speculations. Speculations are mostly assumptions. There's no authentication in it. I want to ask that fellow when the last time he went to Fiamma and when the last time he saw the house. If he had gone there, probably he won't be talking what he said. He won't be asking me the question. And he didn't know the kind of person I was growing up. I was a very, very introverted person, shy. I'm a demeanor. Those who know me from my youth, they will tell you the kind of person I was. You know, yeah. I'm not like people say. You know, I always been down to earth, a humble person, down to earth. Those who know me will tell you who I was. Okay. The third question is, actually, I can't remember the question. Somebody did mention of the CPP. Yeah, okay. As I said, my support base, I'm doing consultation with the CPP. I'm in consultation with them. But my support base does not confine to a political party. You don't have to be a member of a particular political party to make contributions. You see? That's why a lot of people don't understand. My ambition is not only confined to a particular political party. As I said previously, consultation is ongoing with the CPP because I have to get CPP the preference because Liberty Party is part of the CPP. Yes, ASHFORD.
Okay, I think we have what is that all of the colors? We have several colors that call SALINSA. Is that the only one you can remember?
Yeah, that's the only one. You know, I don't have a pen here. That's the only one I can remember.
They politics and get into it.
Okay, and they talk about the what have I done in District 9? And as I said before, the few players, the program that I initiated for the players to go to Bordeaux, 4 other players were from the community. You can ask that. We have Winston Barrow, who is also from the district. We have Alonso Joe, who is also from the district. You see, and my empowerment has gone beyond. Not even only it's not confined only to the district. It has gone beyond that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we're going to go back to the telephone line. We have 2961. Last 4 digits of your number. Tell us your name, please.
Yeah. My name is Abraham Ellis, commonly called Macaloid.
Welcome to the show.
Mr. Garley, I just want to thank you for this platform tonight that you have the most celebrated superstar on here. I don't have a specific question for Mr. DEBBEH, but I just want to make a comment and speak to something that I hear most people come on the platform right now asking this successful gentleman, a well-accomplished gentleman that have contributed a lot. Because I know this gentleman since we were little. He made a lot of great sacrifices for this nation, Liberia.
Yeah, we briefly went off the line.
Okay, you're back now, DEBBEH.
And you know, now that people coming on here, those guys are representatives and senators in Liberia that did not do nothing. I'm baffled to hear people asking this gentleman now, what did you do in this? Those people that are in power today, they did not do nothing for the society, nothing. And they gave them state power. They enjoy. And a young man that came up from Fiamma, that lived his life the way to sacrifice his entire childhood to be a better person for Liberia for us to enjoy today. I know that this gentleman, this brother, who goes to the house, father in Liberia, which is there today, he will be a great was So I just want to say that.
Thank you.
I'm listening to people asking questions.
Thank you, sir. I want to go to North Carolina. Hello, caller. Tell us your name.
Hello, my name is Francis, calling from North Carolina.
Francis, welcome to the show. Go ahead and ask your question. You're live on the radio.
Yeah, my question to Mr. DEBBEH is, it's a rumor. I just want you to throw a light on it. His days of being in France. Back in the days, we used to hear that his days in France used to be like a lavish day where he used to like try to like, you know, compare himself with the France. Thank you.
Okay, is that your question? Okay, thank you. We have 1295. Tell us your name.
Hey, Mr. Garley. Napoleon there, calling from Iowa.
Welcome to the show.
Hello.
You're live on the radio. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Mr. James SALINSA, DEBBEH, how are you, sir?
I'm okay, sir.
All right. I just want to commend you for everything you've done for the country. Millions of questions. What have you done for FIAMA? Let them look at the track record and see what you've done for Liberia as a whole. We're in the country, Jesse, putting the country knee out there. That's a lot. And a lot, I don't know you personally, but a lot of people out here talking about how honest you are. That's what our country needs right now. We need somebody who is honest. And I heard you talking about the relationship between you and the president.
Yeah.
The president only speak to his only brother in Fargo, North Dakota. You know, Joey and Allegheny. So you better just take heart, and I want you to continue the good work. And we love you, and we will support you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. We have it's a 515 number 1480. Please tell us your name.
Thank you, Alpha. Thank you, big brother. This is Curtis Dolly. How you doing, Mr. DEBBEH?
How you doing, Chief?
Let me say thank you for coming on the show. I'm one of your boys from FIAMA. So some of the things that you are saying about FIAMA, I'm aware of some of the things. Whenever you came down, we were small brothers, we were small boys, but Wisdom Barrow, the light of Sapa, and even so many boys from FIAMA, they were all gathered to go and see you. You did not shy away from your people in FIAMA. So if people were able to give George Weah an opportunity to be a president of Liberia, I mean, the same love he has for the country, you also have it, and all of us have this love, because I see the people pay him back and say he loves the country. So I just want you to concentrate on the consultation. Like you say, you are part of the CPP. I see that there's a usually party person who wants to be a lawmaker, Mela Katakau. Phoebe Henry wants to be from the ANC, you from the Liberty Party. So consultation is very key in this matter, and I want to wish you well. I think you have good heart. You got very humble beginning. Nobody will talk negative thing about SALINSA DEBBEH. He's not arrogant as a big brother. He's very humble. He speaks to everyone, and he got some new ideas from Europe, from other countries that he has lived. I think he can bring those ideas, especially youth development. He talked about soccer. Soccer pays a lot of money in any economy. So if this gentleman is given an opportunity, I think he can do well. But I want to encourage you, let him do more consultation. We are part of the CPP also. So we are with you in the process. And I want to thank you so much. Even your diction, your utterances, the structure of your leadership, today they are in leadership in the country. So we know that. So I just want to wish you well, and I've been trying to get on the line more than 1 hour. I'm lucky that I got on the line, and I wish you well. Next time when you come in, make sure you're on the camera. People want to see you. Some of the people who calling have not seen you for a very long time.
We tried.
Thank you.
We tried. Next time we're going to bring you on camera. And again, that's just one of the things, when you have high profile guests like James SALINSA DEBBEH, you struggle to get through the the telephone line.
It's okay.
And speaking of getting through the telephone line, we want to say hello, 1259, the last 4 digits from Pittsburgh, 412. Tell us your name.
Yeah, thank you, Tayo. This is George Toto from Pittsburgh, PA.
Honorable Toto, welcome to the show. You're live on the radio. SALINSA is listening to you.
Yeah, thank you. And I will also say thanks to James DEBBEH for appearing on the show tonight. DEBBEH, thank you. For me, I am for District 9. I'm from Lakpasi.
Yeah, it's the same District 9. It's the same.
That's so dear to me. Even when the late Honorable were there, Buddha Peterson was communicated a lot. We compared a lot of issues. I think they will have text messages about us. Discuss the issues about the district.
That's great.
District 9 is so dear to me. In fact, even the diaspora, we are and that day we try to organize the Lakpasi Association here. To see how best we contribute to the district.
Yeah, we'll never have others.
Anybody being like that, to have the district heart. This is a district that's about we're born here, we grow in our district, we have no other district. So we just hope that if you are elected, you have a district heart, and you try to unite the district, because we are all one in our particular district, especially the type of Fiaba, Matade, the new Matade, Lakpasi era. In fact, even before the war in Liberia, we should have a football match.
It's
a lot of people. We have United South for Lakpasi.
Yes, sir.
That's what and it will be a serious competition. So we are all one.
Thank you.
So I just hope we wish you the best.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you.
Remember the district.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Wow. Okay, we have Rebecca Innes on the line. Hello.
Yes. How are you, Mr. Garley? How are you, my brother?
Welcome to the show. You're live on the radio.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much for having me, and thank you for having I call him SALINSA DEBBEH. How I used to call him when I was young growing up. I can't believe it. Look, I'm reading some of the comments here. People saying, "Oh, stay far away from soccer player." My brother, my people, then just stop saying nothing. They got the people get saying they got soccer player, they got soccer player. SALINSA DEBBEH and a lot of people then to compare. I'm not going to call name for that. You're not comparing with the other people that went and messed it up for everybody else. My people, you stop the nonsense here. But all I want to say, my brother, keep your head up. We are here in America supporting you. You get our support no matter what. We can be there in person. Our prayer will be there with you. We pray for you. God will guard you, protect you, give you the strength and more knowledge to unite the people in that passage. God will bless you.
Thank you.
Keep your head up, big brother. Like I said, I grow up in Buchanan watching you. When I hear your news, I can say, wow, God is great. Keep your head up. We love you. And we are supporting you. We are here praying for you. And we know you're going to succeed and you're going to do good. And thank you so much. Next time we won't see your face like the brother just said. We will tell him, brother, I will put him on the camera so we can see our brother face next time, because we know the kind of person he is. We love you. And thank you so much. And keep your head up, brother. Thank you.
Thank you, my sister. Thank you.
Rebecca Innes from Colorado. We have Mr. Eno from Illinois. Eno, welcome to the show, my brother.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Ashford. Just a couple things here. My hat's off to Mr. DEBBEH. We all grew up watching him play. He thrills with all his dazzle moves, not only local in Liberia, but also on the international scene. So my hat's off to him. People that are saying and texting and putting messages that he should not pursue a political career, I said no. If that's what God's led him to do and put in his heart to do, he has my support. Go ahead and pursue that. I think he's displayed some leadership skills all his career, and more recently with leading our national team. So I think he's able to pursue a political career. The last thing I want to ask is, please address for me, does George Weah father really come from Minga? I would be very surprised to hear it. So that's the last thing I have to say. Thank you.
Okay, we're going to take this last caller, and then we'll go back to Mr. DEBBEH. Jerome B. Jai, welcome to the show. You're live on the radio.
Thank you, also. Thank you very much. I think it's an intriguing program tonight. You have James SALINSA DEBBEH. We all grew up in SALINSA, play football, represent young people from Liberia and Liberia's lives. So, Mr. Deba, I want to say thank you for what you've done for Liberia in terms of your participation in the football arena. But I have one question for you. Can you please tell us what actually qualifies you to be representative of District 9? Give us your resume. I know that you're a very good football player, but in terms of managing a district, what do you bring in terms of your qualification to actually move the people from District 9 forward? Also, can you please tell your audience whether, I know it's not the law for you to make your assets public, or we have a current president that he basically declared his assets. I mean, that is the law, but in good faith, he has not made his assets public. Can you promise us that in addition to you declaring your assets, are you going to make your assets public to the Liberian people? Thank you very much, ASHFORD.
Thank you. Again, we're going to go back to Mr. Debbeh. Now, I see Mr. Melvin DeShield, who is in fact the sponsor of the program tonight, trying to call in. Don't call the other number because Debbeh is on that other number. You can call the 313 number. I also see Mr. We Are Sipley. Please call the 313 number because Debbeh is on the 248 number. We'll now go to Mr. Debbeh as he answers the questions you people have asked, and I'm pretty sure Ms. Howard Meshga also touched on the rape issue, and she also wants her question to be answered. Mr. Debbeh, the microphone is all yours.
The last caller talked about talk about George Weah extraction first. Well, let me go into that. Yeah, George Weah is his crew, his father is crew, and his mom from Riverses. He's my next of kin by right. Hello?
Yeah, go ahead. You live.
Yeah, by line of his mom. His mom and my mom, they're first cousins. My mom too is from Riverses County. And another caller did mention about how in Europe I was trying to make comparison with Jacques. Who he said comparison with somebody, I don't know. Those are all fabrications. You don't even see the people like that. It's unfortunate some of you don't have the experience because politicians, you just don't see politicians in the streets. I lived in France for 14 years. I had the possibility to see Jacques Chirac only once. Once. Yes. Only once. Yeah. Only once. When we qualified for the final of the Coupe de France. He came and shook our hands. That was the only time I met him. So those are all speculations. People didn't know you, they speculate and say, those are all speculations. And the third question is, I think one of the callers asked for my qualification. Well, I don't know if you are listening to the show earlier, but I told him my track records. My track record is out there, and I have been proven and tested, and I've been certified. A lot of people know the kind of person I am, very consistent, and I will always be who I am. As I said earlier, I will never change. And the fourth question was, I think there were three basic questions.
Now, this lady, Howard Meshga, asked about her concern of rape cases in Liberia. What is your stand of our little sisters being raped in the country? I think that one of her concerns, and I don't think you addressed that.
Yeah, but there's a bill now on talking about rape cases. Rape cases, as I said, will be met with capital punishment. There's a bill now on the debate of that. I think it's wrong. It's wrong, and I support that.
Okay, we have Mr. Melvin DeShield, who is in fact the sponsor for the show tonight, on the line from Belgium. Melvin, you're live on the radio.
Yeah, thank you, ASHFORD, and welcome, Jimmy, on board.
Thank you, Mel.
And took the initiative because Jimmy should be a person that we should all hope for the best for him. He had contributed a lot. As Jimmy said, we've been from way back. I want Jimmy to remember one time, I think it was a nightclub on 9th Street. And I was talking to him about sending him to Europe. At that time, he was not even in the second of coming to Europe. And I was thinking about him coming to Europe and playing football because I felt at that time he had the gear worked out to play in Europe. And I was trying to set him out, and I wanted to be his sponsor from way back. And I remember many of our days back that I used to admire him. I used to always believe that he was going to be somebody in life. And he proved to me when he became a star, he did his best, and he put the nation on his back. It was the same thing like George Weah. Now, this is something that a lot of people don't know, but I will put it out today. During the time of George Weah and SALINSA DEBBEH, I had a strong conviction that one of them or both of them were going to be great. And I thought about George Weah, and I went to him one day, and I said, "Oh, Paul, my man, I want to set up the George Weah and Clara Weah Sport Academy." This is way back I'm talking about when nobody was thinking about these things. I brought the idea to him. He said, "My man, so yeah, you can go on with the program." I said, "Yeah, but I get to the sheet. We're going to put all the work out together, and we're going to bring it over to you. And if you okay it, we can open up this thing because this is my dream for you." He said, "Okay." We did it. We did this work for about 1 month. We put all the documentations together. The Liberian game between Liberia and Ghana, and he was opening up his new house that day. It's I can remember that game. We won that game, I believe. And we came to open George Weah House on the 9th Street. That was the opening of the house. The opening of the house was the night that we also present the papers to the documents to him to let the people know that we wanted to open the George and Clara Weah a football academy in Liberia. We had a place arranged. We had negotiated with NGOs to sponsor this particular program. Everything was set. On this particular day, we went there 9 o'clock. It was late when we left from the stadium. We went to George Weah Place, still late. And the woman who was with us, Miss she had her children. It was 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock that night. And I called Georgie. I said, "My man, you told me to bring in this document and you are going to announce to the Liberian people at this time what we had done." And up in the night, it's 10 o'clock, the woman had to go home. He said, "Melvin, wait." He went upstairs and he never came back. So 12 o'clock, this woman got a note and she left. When I finally got to Georgie right about 12 o'clock in the night, he said to me, "Give it thing to Karika." And I said, "This is a project that we had taken all of our time up to give to you, and you telling us that we should bring it and give it to Karika?" It was not the plan. So I took the documents and I gave the document to the woman and we left from there. That's how come the George and Clara Weah Football Academy never existed. It was my initial idea and it never came to fruition. But I will want to say this. I think that if it was DEBBEH that I have put that implementation into, I think today we're going to have the DEBBEH Football Academy set up. But I just want to say to all the Liberian people, I sponsored this show. They are not only liking DEBBEH. DEBBEH have thrown his hat in at a late timing. We have less timing now to program and see how we're going to sponsor him getting through this talk of war competing with other people who already have been in. So we need your support financially, and we need your support the people who down in the area right now to try to give some awareness that this guy is the right person at this particular moment. So let us give him a chance. let us not think about the first one that have failed us, but let us think that we still have a chance with another one. That's all I want to say to the people. And Jimmy, I want you to keep your head high. Bye.
Thank you, Melvin. I appreciate it.
Again.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. I'm grateful. Thank you.
Again, the program has been brought to you by Mr. Melvin DeShield, and he's the sponsor for the program. So, hey, I mean, he would talk and have the longest when it comes to the microphone. Want to go back to James SALINSA DEBBEH to say a few things after the call-outs and Mr. Melvin DeShield. Go ahead, Mr. DEBBEH.
Thank you so much, ASHFORD, for having me on your show. And first and foremost, I will extend my profound gratitude to Melvin DeShield for making all of this possible. And I want you to know that, you know, when I'm elected, I will do all the things that I promised to do. I will not fail. And I know I'm very, very optimistic that I will succeed. I'm very, very optimistic.
Okay, we'll take a few more calls just before we call this a night, and we have on the line Letty Brooks Roberts. Hello, welcome to the show.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Garley. How are you?
Good. Mr. SALINSA DEBBEH is listening to you.
And thanks to Mr. DEBBEH for coming on the show, and we do appreciate his intentions to run. However, I think he didn't answer the question about him speaking out about the rape issue. While it's true, he said he supports women, you know, girls, but rape is a different issue. It's been paramount, it's been rampant, and we haven't heard him. And I also want to know, why is it, yes, we cannot hold him responsible for what his friend and cousin has done, but as a person that has already achieved so much, wouldn't he appreciate young other gentlemen such as Phoebe Henry, who has shown himself in the neighborhood, in the community, has done things. Every time people, the first thing we ask, what have you done? So we have this young man who's doing so much and who has put himself on the line to bring the issues to the table, such as, you know, killing of the previous leaders in Liberia. He brings those issues up. War crimes court. We haven't heard anything from Mr. DEBBEH, just like we heard from our current president, but nothing going now. What are his stance on rape and war crimes court and the current issue of corruption? And, you know, where we say we want to give him the opportunity, but when he gets there, then what?
Thank you.
He's telling us that he's giving us his platform. I personally haven't heard it. People that know him personally know know him, his character, but we all don't.
Thank you.
Know, being a soccer star and what you can do for us are two different things. We have that right in front of us with the current president. I thank you for your time.
Thank you. Okay, that's a Miss Robert making her person's known by asking Mr. DEBBEH the question. We have a 610 number. I mean, DEBBEH, but many people want to hear from you to call in that. Chris 6494. Tell us your name.
Good evening, Mr. Garley. How you doing?
Good. Too blessed to be stressed. You live on the radio. Go ahead and ask your question.
Okay, I'm going to speak to my brother and my good friend DEBBEH in his second language. Bonjour. Comment allez-vous, monsieur? Bon, j'ai des questions à vous poser. Votre camarade, vous étiez dans le même maillot, vous jouez dans la même équipe nationale du Libéria. Et après ça, vous êtes parti à Paris. Vous allez jouer là-bas. Maintenant, on a donné le pouvoir à votre camarade. Qu'est-ce qu'il fait pour le peuple du Libéria?
Hello, are you still there? Okay, we have Classic D on the line. Hello, Classic. You live on the radio. Classic D, you're live on the radio.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. You're live on the radio, Classic.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hello, my name is Classic B. I'm calling from Canada. Hello, Bridge FM family, and hello, Mr. Deba. Mr. Ashford, I just want to say this to my brother Deba. Mr. Deba not to participate in this race because it's our brother. You know, so he got other great things to do. You know, let me get a little bit of history for the Bassa people. Deba is supposed to be more greater than we are. When the Bassa people used to say, "Borrow money, baby," this man was a god in Liberia. I would say this. I'm a Bassa man, and Deba said no. Where I'm coming from. Deba was the beauty of Liberia. Deba sacrificed. I would say that he sacrificed for Liberia. Sacrificial and doing for people that do different things. Deba sacrificed for Liberia. Yeah, he paid tax by playing soccer for Liberia. But Deba was so proud that he was not with his people. Deba was with Eddie Murphy, spending money with Eddie Murphy. Deba was wearing designer clothes with all these stuff and forget about poor people.
Classic.
I don't ask you a question. For now,
listen. Classic.
Yeah.
We don't need story. Ask your question. If you listen earlier, I don't know when you got on the phone. Deba, listen now. Listen, Deba said, listen, I don't know if you know the terminology of being an introvert. Deba say he's an introvert. He's a very shy guy. That does not mean he's proud. Okay? So go ahead, ask your question. Deba is listening to you.
Okay, I will ask you a question. I listen to Deba on radio. Interview, Deba say when you play football, you're not supposed to run for president. The only question I want to ask is, he changed the manner of football players that become a politician? That's my question.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Classic. Mr. Emmanuel Toll is on the line from Detroit. Hello, Mr. Toll.
Good evening, Ashford. How are you?
You live on the radio, my brother. Welcome to the show.
You know, I'm very proud. Deba is now a relative, but we're all from the Cinco Belt. I think he's making the right choice. We stand ready to support Deba. As a matter of fact, personally, I have already donated my house as a campaign headquarters. But a number of issues I want to bring up. First, when you say because President Weah fails as a soccer player, so you relegate all soccer players to going back to soccer. It's like saying because Ellen Johnson failed as a leader, then all women should now run. Everybody is different. Deba brings something to the table that we need presently. When you want somebody to represent you, he's not really experienced. He's okram to the issues. Deba is like Dylan. He will bring forth the argument. He will represent us, and we know Deba is a man that has the integrity and from his own life. So I welcome Deba in the race. And let me remind people, the CPP arrangement is a matter of contest. The people of Fiamma will decide, the people of District 9 will decide who is the best person to represent them. Representation and advocacy. We all have personal contributions to do to our neighborhood. That doesn't mean that we'll be a good representative. You see what's going on. People are taking government property and converting it into their own personal property. So I welcome Deba. We are here to stand by. We are supporting. He is our candidate. And that's what I have to say, Ashford. Thanks, Deba, for stepping forward to be the candidate that we want to represent District 9.
Thank you. I want to go back to Mr. Deba as he closes out tonight. Salinsa, are you still there?
Ashford right here.
Okay. How do you respond? Go ahead. You're live on the radio.
Ashford, I call who call and try to chastise me. His point of view, again, he entitled to say what he wants to say. But to be honest, there have been a lot of, misconceptions over the years about my demeanor. Those who know me will tell you the kind of person I am. You know, people speculate. They don't even know me. Sir, you know, that's your point of view, but what you did mention was nothing but fabrication. I haven't seen Eddie Murphy in my life. I don't even know Eddie Murphy.
Oh my God.
You know, people that are too emotional, you know, they're too emotional. I never saw Eddie Murphy. I only saw him in movies. Yeah. But back to the subject. You in conclusion, I just want to say that I thank you for the show. Thank you for having me. And I've given you my platform. I want you to know, I want to reassure the people that I will be diligent and work towards the development of my district.
Okay.
In conclusion, I did, when I said I met the president on 2 occasions, my advice to him was, what we briefly talked about was to reconcile and unite Liberians. He should go beyond our CDC lenses. And, you know, that is, you should include competent and qualified Liberians in his government. We are not against this government. No, we are not against the government, but we want and the rest of the people to do the right thing. Liberia is for all of us. Liberia is for us. We are all stakeholders in this country. So we wish the best for this country. Thank you very much, ASHFORD. Thank you for having me on your show, and I appreciate everything.
So, but man, the people said the next time they want to see your face, man. When can you be ready to show your face the next time you come back?
You know, I'll always be available whenever you need me, ASHFORD. I'll always be available anytime. I'm at your disposal, my man. When you need me, just say I will come.
Wow, the voice of James Salinsa DEBBEH making his presence known tonight on British Radio Africa. Then, folks, I'm telling you, want to say a big thank you
so much.
To all of you for taking the time of your schedule as well to phone pipe. Stop calling now. We are done with calls. The show has come to an end. People are still calling. You know, they still miss the man James Salinsa DEBBEH that once played for Liberia, and of course the people of Liberia. Okay, and let's see if we can find our theme song to conclude this session for night. Again, DEBBEH, I want to say a big thank you to you, my brother. Enjoy the rest of the night.
Thank you to you, ASHFORD, for making all of this possible.
Okay, my brother.
Thank
all
you.
Right. Yeah, keep calling. They're still calling. You call on your own. Yeah, keep calling. You're on your own. You're still calling. Yeah, keep calling.
Classic D.
Control. You mean, man? Yeah, you can't understand the program finished. You're still calling. The program finished now. You stop calling. Folks, I'm afraid that's all the time I have to be with you. God willing. Tomorrow night, Mr. Cy McCarthy from Houston, Texas will be our special guest. Then at 9 p.m. we'll have Mr. Jeremiah Silly, medical doctor who studied medicine, will be our guest. Then on Wednesday we'll have Mr. Sam Jackson at 8 p.m. Then at 9 p.m. we'll have Mr. Kwame Opa Weeks, the Director General of Lena, in our studio. Until then, folks, please allow me to borrow the wordings of the wise man. Tough times don't last, tough people do. The height of a man is never known until he rises, and there's no second chance to make that first impression. Don't see okra and swallow bone, because you can't hide your nakedness on beef and bucket. When white men know you friend black man. This is the medicine of the microphone, the golden voice of Liberia. That now you know me, Garley. As for the giant, the brother who doesn't eat iron, but he's definitely stronger than a lion. That now you know me. Have a good night.